This is what the EU migration policy is often associated with. Overcrowded reception centres, sometimes with dire living conditions and lengthy procedures with complicated rules. But a new scheme coming into effect now to manage asylum applications is hoping to change all this. According to the new scheme, every migrant arriving at the EU external border has to be screened. This includes preliminary health and vulnerability checks as well as security checks. The migrants are identified and registered in a database. Within 7 days, a decision must be made whether the person is eligible for asylum or could potentially face deportation. Eligible asylum seekers may also be subjected to a so-called border procedure, especially if they come from a country with a low recognition rate for asylum. This entails being held in a detention facility at their first point of entry for up to 12 weeks, while their application is being reviewed. The EU stresses that the new procedures guarantee people's rights, but some are still concerned.
We think that the Migration Pact of the European Union is in line with escalation in border violence and violation of the fundamental human rights.
In recent years, some EU countries reintroduced border checks within the bloc, citing irregular migration as one of the reasons. Some expect that with the implementation of the new scheme with its stricter external border controls, those measures would be lifted. But is this going to happen soon?
Nein, wir haben jetzt genau in den letzten Monaten feststellen können, wie wirkungsvoll unsere Maßnahmen sind beim Zurückdrängen der illegalen Migration. Und genau diese Erfolge, die darf man jetzt auch nicht gefährden. Deswegen ist es weiterhin auch notwendig, dass unsere Maßnahmen greifen.
The new pact includes what the EU calls flexible solidarity. In the past, the bloc tried to force member states to take in a fair share of asylum seekers from countries at the external border. Now, mandatory relocation quotas are replaced with the option to instead contribute financially or operationally to at the border member states. Cyprus, Greece, Italy and Spain would have access to the solidarity pool as they are considered to be under migratory pressure.
A large number of member states are primarily interested in financial contributions or willing to make them. We also know, of course, at the end of the day, that countries such as Italy or Greece, who have in the past faced high arrival numbers, would benefit the most from relocations.
Hungary has already indicated that it remains reluctant to take in migrants or pay. Other countries like Poland have secured exemptions. The new scheme is now likely to be challenged in courts, as it's also being tested on the ground and tries to prove it can better manage the EU's asylum and migration problems.